Imagine stepping into a space so silent that the only sounds you hear are the ones coming from inside your own body. Your heartbeat, your breathing, even the faint sound of blood moving through your veins. It all becomes amplified in an unsettling way. That's exactly what happens when you enter the world's quietest room, an anechoic chamber at Orfield Laboratories in Minnesota. This room is designed to absorb 99.9% of all sound, creating an environment so silent that it becomes an almost alien experience for those who step inside. To understand why this room is so unique, we need to talk about how sound behaves in the real world. Normally when we speak, walk, or even just exist in a space, sound waves bounce off walls, ceilings, and objects, creating echoes and reverberations. Even in so-called quiet places, like a bedroom or a recording studio, there's still background noise from outside traffic, electrical hums, or the wind. But in an anechoic chamber, all of those sounds are completely eliminated. The walls, ceiling, and floor are lined with special fiberglass wedges that prevent any sound waves from reflecting back. This, combined with the thick steel and concrete construction, ensures that no external noise enters and no internal noise escapes. The result? A level of silence so extreme that the chamber has a background noise measurement of -9.4 decibels, which is beyond what the human ear is accustomed to. For comparison, a quiet room in a house typically measures around 30 decibels, and even a whisper is about 20 decibels. Negative decibels mean that the chamber is actually quieter than the threshold of human hearing. So what happens when people step inside? The experience can be incredibly disorienting. In our daily lives, we rely on subtle environmental sounds for balance and awareness of space. Even if we don't consciously notice them, these sounds help our brains map out our surroundings. But in the anechoic chamber, that input is stripped away, causing some people to lose their sense of equilibrium. Many visitors report feeling dizzy or lightheaded after just a few minutes. Others describe an eerie sensation of being disconnected from reality. One of the most fascinating and disturbing effects of prolonged exposure to extreme silence is the way it alters perception. With no external noise, your brain begins to amplify internal sounds: your heartbeat, your joints moving, the sound of your own swallowing. Some visitors have even reported hearing their own lungs expanding and contracting. For many, this experience quickly becomes uncomfortable. The longest recorded time anyone has voluntarily stayed in the chamber is around 45 minutes, but most people last only a few minutes before needing to step out. This brings up an interesting question. Why does complete silence make us so uncomfortable? The answer lies in how our brains process sensory input. In normal environments, our minds are constantly filtering and processing ambient sounds, even if we aren't consciously aware of them. These sounds act as a kind of mental anchor, helping us feel oriented and at ease. But in the anechoic chamber, with no external noise to process, the brain starts searching for input, sometimes even generating its own in the form of mild auditory hallucinations. People who have spent extended time in such conditions often report hearing whispers, static, or even music that isn't really there. This phenomenon has implications beyond just an unusual experiment. NASA has used anechoic chambers to train astronauts, preparing them for the eerie silence of space. Without sound, astronauts must rely on other senses to navigate their surroundings and maintain mental stability. Similar studies have been conducted to understand how sensory deprivation affects the brain, shedding light on how humans cope with extreme isolation. But Orfield Laboratories didn't build this chamber just for the sake of unsettling human visitors. The facility primarily uses it for product testing. Companies bring in appliances, medical devices, and consumer electronics to measure their noise output with extreme precision. The chamber ensures that these products meet specific sound level standards, helping manufacturers design quieter machines and tools. It's also used for acoustic research, helping engineers and scientists understand how sound behaves in controlled environments. Interestingly, while Orfield Laboratories chamber holds the Guinness World Record for the quietest place on Earth, it's not the only anechoic chamber out there. Other facilities around the world have built similar rooms, including Microsoft's anechoic chamber in Redmond, Washington, which has also recorded background noise levels below the threshold of human hearing. These chambers play a crucial role in industries like audio engineering, automotive design, and even military technology, where controlling sound is essential. But despite its scientific and commercial applications, the chamber remains a source of fascination for those curious about its effects on the human mind. Some visitors describe the experience as peaceful, almost meditative, while others find it unnerving and even claustrophobic. It's a reminder that sound isn't just something we hear, it's something we feel, something that keeps us connected to the world around us. So, would you dare to step inside the world's quietest room and test your own limits? How long do you think you could last before the silence became too much? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. Until next time.